What is going on, you guys? Boss Standstill here. We are back with my WWE 2K14 Universe mode. Now, today for our first match, we have Brodus Clay taking on Roman Reigns. Actually, funny story. This was a complete mistake by me, but Brodus Clay, this may seem like his debut this season, his debut this season, his return rather. But Brodus Clay was actually in a match earlier this season. He had it was like a dark match because I did the match. It was Brodus Clay versus Big E Langston versus Great Khali, and it was a triple threat, and Great Khali ended up winning. And then I went and made the episode, and after I commentated it, I looked to see that match I didn't even put it in. So that was a dark match. But and his opponent tonight, I feel like he's got some things to prove because he didn't really get a good first match. Like this is his real debut. This is his first singles match. Brodus Clay is 7-11 in his career. He's a former European champion, so this will be no small task for Roman Reigns. He's actually Intercontinental Champion, #1 contender. He's been doing pretty good. His record really doesn't show it, but Brodus Clay has been he's been doing well for himself. Unfortunately, he did not win the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, but he did win it in the finale in WWE 12. He won that European Championship. And here's a guy, Roman Reigns, technically 0-1 in SG Gaming League, but his first match, his first loss, it was in a Battle Royal. So I really don't know how well that is able to show how good this guy truly is. Roman Reigns, he's a big name. We're gonna see if he is just as big in Universe mode in SG Gaming League as he is in WWE. Roman Reigns, this is his first singles match, and if you guys are wondering, Roman Reigns, he is not a part of the Shield in this game. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, they are all separate wrestlers. They do nothing, they don't do anything together. They're not anything besides what they're all wearing. They're all wearing the vests. I wish you could change that. I wish there were superstar heads for Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns generally still wears that in the WWE today, but Seth Rollins has got his tights. Dean Ambrose, he's got his street clothes, his brawler clothes, something like that. And yeah, so we're gonna see how this match goes. I'm very excited to see this match. Roman Reigns, a bona fide rookie, taking on a guy he's been around. This is his triple season debut. This is his third season competing. Brodus Clay, he's been around since WWE 12. He's been consistently good, like all the time. With Brodus Clay's recent release from the WWE, I can't imagine him being in 2K15. So with that being said, I just can't wait to see what he can do this year. And Roman Reigns, he's still got a lot of career ahead of him. So not winning this match wouldn't really put him down too far. I mean, it'd make him 0-2. But I guess I'm rooting for Brodus Clay because he's already got a loss this season, and I want him to win. I want him to do stuff this season. I want him to have a nice career. He's done okay for himself. He's got 7 wins, former European champ. He was in a tag team, Kofi Kingston. He was former member of Team Lesnar. We all forget that. Brock Lesnar's championship stable sort of thing. And he's just Brodus Clay. He's doing pretty well for himself. But he's still got the rest of the season, so we're gonna see how Brodus Clay, how he goes about doing this. I mean, if Brodus Clay is world champion at the end of the season, then I'll probably find a way to get him into the next game. I mean, with the next gen graphics, you could probably make a pretty good call of Brodus Clay. All you have to do is if I wanted to do Game Face or something. I don't know I think it's EA Sports, so that's probably out. But yeah, I bet people could make a pretty good Brodus Clay call. But it wouldn't be the same thing. I mean, Brodus Clay, he's been here for 3 seasons so far, so this will probably be Brodus' last season. Who knows? He might come back as an analyst or something, like we have the pay-per-view halftime shows now. He might come back as one of those guys. He's got enough experience. He's been in most pay-per-views, I think. But anyways, Roman Reigns, I just saw him do an amazing Samoan drop earlier. This guy's got some moves. He's got some strength. Except so far, a lot of the newer guys that are just debuting this year, they aren't really doing well for themselves. Big E Langston is 0-2, I think, at this point. Roman Reigns is 0-1, Seth Rollins is 0-1, Dean Ambrose is 0-1, Bray Wyatt's 0-2. The Wyatt family, they're the only debuters who are really doing well for themselves in their cause. You know, I don't really know what's going on with all our new guys. I mean, the Legends brand, they don't count because, you know, they're whatever. But the only guy who's really doing well is Ambrosius. Ambrosius, best in the game today. I'm gonna throw it out there and say Ambrosius might be slightly biased because of you know what went down last week, but you know I do think that he's one of our brightest stars right now. He may be the best young guy currently in SG Gaming League. And with our new season of NXT going on right now, I just can't wait to see who wins and what kind of an impact they're gonna make. Anyways, Brodus Clay's looking to put that giant body through that table and through Roman Reigns, and yes, he does. Roman Reigns just goes down, and Roman Reigns may have bit off more than he can chew with taking on a veteran former champion. You know, this is, I mean, I thought Roman Reigns, he has like a 90 overall, so I thought he would be up for the challenge, but might be biting off a little bit more than he can chew tonight. But we're going to see the match is not over yet. Roman Reigns could still turn it around. And looks like, oh, looked like a Superman punch. It wasn't, but it looked like it. And oh, that looked like it too, but I think that was just a clothesline. But either way, he's got that pin. 1, 2, and no, just a 2 count for Brodus Clay. And looks like, oh, he reversed the spear. I thought that was a spear right there, but it looks like it got reversed. Brodus Clay. Oh, the headbutt. He's hit. This is the second one hit, or second one of those today, and yes, Brodus Clay does put Roman Reigns down, and he's doing stuff. Brodus Clay wins the match. You know, not to be biased or anything, but I kind of wanted that to happen. You know, Brodus Clay, you know, he deserves to have a nice last year, and you know, I'm glad he's doing. I'm glad he just beat Roman. You know, he might be on to bigger and better things in his life. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? But I just like to see his winning, you know, his thing right here. I didn't like it. I don't like how violently this girl gets down, but oh my god, it's too violent. She's a little bit more, you know, a little bit cooler about it, but Brodus, he's the guy you gotta watch with his dance moves. My god. And here is a match that we have all been waiting for. It is going to be a single, or actually, I don't know why they don't have it here, but it is going to be a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. It is going to be our champion, the 4-0 Ambrosios, undefeated since debuting in SG Gaming League. With yours truly, Boss Sansal. I'm wearing a headset out here to ringside so that I can call the match still while I'm in this match. But the first ever BST guy, Ambrosios. You can see me over there. This crowd is electric for Ambrosios. Yeah, everybody loves him. This is my first time ever managing a superstar, so this is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to do this. But what better of a guy, Ambrosios? You guys know that I've loved Ambrosios since the very beginning, since his days in NXT. You know, this guy, he's like my son, and I'm glad that we can work out this relationship right here where I can manage him a little bit. He's worthy of that. And you know, he's got, or Jack Swagger technically does have this rematch, and so we're gonna have a title match right here on Raw. That's pretty rare. And but you know what, you really can't count out Jack Swagger. I mean, I don't think he's gonna win. I don't think he's as good as Ambrosios, but or I know he's not as good as Ambrosios. But yeah, Jack Swagger, you know, he is he's no 4-0, but he does have a lot of experience. This guy's 11-14. He's been in 25 matches as opposed to Ambrosios' 4 matches, obviously not counting the NXT matches. I think his record was like 3-2 in NXT, so technically he's 7-2, which is very good. But yeah, Jack Swagger, I mean, he's held that title for so long, and now it's weird to see it not around his waist, and instead it's around my man Ambrosios' waist. And Jack Swagger, he's a veteran. This guy's a veteran, but I just don't think that he can beat Ambrosios here tonight. He held that title, Intercontinental title, for 84 days. And so far, the Intercontinental title has, like, the longest reigns, like, in between it. Kane had a 224-day reign. Jack Swagger, the second ever champion, had an 84-day reign. Now Ambrosios, he's coming up on, like, day 7 or day 8 or something. You know, but he's getting there. You know, he is getting there. I guarantee you Ambrosios will hold this title for a long time. He's got to beat Jack Swagger first. But, you know, I don't even want to say it, but if Jack Swagger wins, then, he becomes our first ever two-time Intercontinental Champion, which it's something. I mean, it is something, but I don't think he's gonna do it. Here we go. I'm standing ringside watching this. This is a slugfest so far. It's really awesome. It's gonna be hard for me to. I can't get off topic when I'm watching a match like this. Just gotta call the match. Let's go, Ambrosios. Let's go. Come on now. Jack Swagger just takes him down with the white Russian leg sweep. I'm gonna try to keep my commentary biased, but just being here in front of this crowd, ringside watching my guy, it's gonna be a little bit hard. But Ambrosios with that arm drag takedown, and well, I should try commentating like this all the time. I should just get ringside. I'm usually up in my skybox. You can't even see it from that angle, but it's up there. I make sure to be up there in every arena. If there's no skybox in an arena, then I create one. I ask for one to be built because that is where I do my commentating. We have the fake commentators right there, over there, Jerry the King Lawler, Michael Cole. They are not the real commentators. They just sit there. They're just for show. They just sit there. This guy is the real one. Jack Swagger with that arm crank, and oh my God, it's looking like a bad arm crank, and it looks like Ambrosios reverses that one off the ropes, and very nice sit-out body slam. Very impressive, Ambrosios. This is the kind of skills that you learn in NXT. That's where he was bred. He had to fight between those yellow ropes for a while so he could make it to the white ropes. But this year, I mean, I wonder how Ambrosios feels about the rookies this year in NXT. I haven't even asked him yet. I probably should, because we're pretty close now. I don't mean to brag. We do text. We text a lot. Every time I send him a quick text, I'm like, hey, how's your day? How are you doing? How's my champion doing? And we talk for a while. He has yet to have me over for dinner, but I guarantee you after this match, after Ambrosios wins, we're going to go out and party. At least after I'm done with my commentating, because I still have the rest of the show to commentate. So, yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a downer, but, the hypes won't be worn off by then. We only got like a half-hour show this week. We've had a couple short shows in a row. But, anyways, Ambrosios is just throwing Jack Swagger into a Samoan drop right there. What strength. Jack Swagger is a veteran. The Intercontinental Championship was the first one he ever won, but he defended it actually twice, which is pretty good. He defended against John Cena and Brodus Clay, and he actually beat Kane and JBL in a triple threat ladder match. And because the ladder match is a little bit sketchy, he had to prove to himself and prove to these fans that he was a worthy Intercontinental Champion, and I think he did that. But now Ambrosios, he's got to prove to the fans that he is worthy by taking out the former champion. And Ambrosios, he already is on a 4-match winning streak. One of those wins was the Intercontinental Championship win. Most recently, he's beaten Dean Ambrose in a very impromptu match. Ambrosios just sort of came out there and just called anybody out, and it was Ambrosios. That is the thing that I respect about, or Dean Ambrose. Wow, I knew I would get those confused. That's the thing that I respect the most about Ambrosios. He's just willing to take on any fight. I told him that Jack Swagger wanted his rematch for tonight, and he said, you know what, okay, we're doing it. And look at this. Look at the strength. Jack Swagger can't even hope to get out of that. Ambrosios, my man, just throws him right across the ring. And it goes for a pinfall. Just a 1 count. You can do it, Ambrosios. Let's go. Oh, no. No, that was a gut wrench powerbomb. No, please. No, I got to get up there. No, this cannot be happening. Absolutely not. I'm not getting down. What do you get down? You get out of my ring. This is my ring. No, turn, look. No, please. No, ref, I'm sorry. Ref, look at the submission. Just look at it, okay? He's going to make him tap. Oh, he was just looking at me the whole time. What a retard. What a retard that ref is. I got to remember to fire Charles Robinson. He's been with us probably for the longest out of anybody. He's been in the most matches. But Ambrosios, there is the powerbomb, the sit-out powerbomb, and he's got the pin. How is it only just a 1 count? Jack Swagger, this guy, he's a harder opponent than I thought, I gotta say, but that is no reason why I don't think Ambrosios is gonna defend his title. I mean, he can't lose it. He absolutely can't lose it, and I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's gonna lose that title. I know he's not going to lose it. I mean, this is, you know, I mean, the rules say he only has to defend his title every month, like once a month, and this would be his title defense. He wouldn't even have to defend it at Over the Limit if he wins this. But, you know, because he is a fighting champion, I think he will still defend it regardless of this match. Or if he wins it, obviously it's not regardless of the match. If he wins it, I think he will still defend it Over the Limit. It's his choice, though. I'm making it his choice. But if Jack Swagger wins, which he won't, if Jack Swagger wins, then he will have to defend his title Over the Limit, just like the rest of the guys do. But Ambrosios, oh, look at this. More strength by Ambrosios. What a toss right there. He's going to drag him into the center of the ring. I think he's got it right here. Easily. 1, 2, 3. Put him away, Ambrosios. You just won your title back. You successfully retained it. I said that wrong. He has retained that title in such an impressive fashion. Look at this man. Look at this specimen. He already defended his title once. He's only held it for like a week and a half. Already defending it against a veteran, Jack Swagger. I mean, he's been around since the very beginning. Literally the very beginning. He was in the very first match of SJ Gaming League history. But he just bested him. I'm telling you, Ambrosios, he did it. He bested Jack Swagger. Got myself some water, came back into this commentary booth where I belong, and while I was gone, it looks like Goldberg or Wade Barrett just picked a fight with Goldberg. I don't know if that's that smart of an idea. Oh my god, I lost my voice from commentating that match. I was just so excited to call it. And my man Ambrosios, he retains his title like I knew he would. There was no challenge to him. But anyways, we've got Goldberg, an up-and-coming rookie. He actually beat Jack Swagger last week. And Jack Swagger is just having a hell of a couple weeks. He is on a 4-match losing streak. Technically, he would be fired right now if I was still going by my old rules. Luckily, I'm not, because that's not really fair. I mean, I wouldn't want Jack Swagger gone, so the 4-and-you're-out rule is pretty much abolished. But still, I mean, 4 straight losses, that's pretty bad. But Goldberg, he's just, I mean, Wade Barrett comes out here, he says, you know, you beat a former Intercontinental champ, why don't you try beating a former world champion? And Wade Barrett, you know, we all forget he is a former world, he's like our most, like, that we've distanced ourselves from the most. Like, nobody really, people keep quiet about his title reign because, you know, some people called it a fluke, but it was in the Elimination Chamber in WWE 12, and he ended up losing it at WrestleMania. To, I believe, Triple H. Yeah, it was Triple H, right? Yeah, because it was a triple threat match. It was awesome. It was Wade Barrett, Stone Cold, and Triple H ended up winning. But, you know, he's got a point. You know, Brock, he can't just come out here, win one match, and say, I'm ready for my title shot. That's not how it works here. He got to earn it, and a win over Wade Barrett, it would put him one step closer tonight. But looks like Goldberg just with that power, just throwing him on the ground. And Wade Barrett, we really haven't seen a whole lot out of him since WWE 12. It's sort of like a what have you done for me lately type of thing. He hasn't tasted gold since. Actually, that's not true. Let me get it. Hold on. Wait. You know what I'm flipping through. You know. Okay, so he hasn't tasted gold since WWE 13, but he hasn't tasted World Championship gold since WWE 12. I mean, he was television champion for a little while in WWE 13, so he's technically a two-time champion, or he is a two-time champion. He's won 2 titles in his day, and one of them was a World Championship. Wade Barrett, except his record really doesn't too much for him. Wade Barrett is 4-13. I just released Dolph Ziggler, who was 2-16. That's pretty close. That's like the same amount of matches, just a couple more wins. But you know, if he loses this one, then he might be in a little bit of jeopardy. But and you know, he's picking a fight with Goldberg. Goldberg just decimated Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger has a better record. He's just an all-around better competitor than Wade Barrett. So I don't know what Wade was doing. I guess he's just trying to get his name out there a little bit more. He's been way less than relevant since WWE 12, but I don't know. I mean, it's kind of funny that Wade Barrett has 4 wins and 2 of them are title wins. I find that a little bit weird, but that can't be right. I mean, really? Wade Barrett had that long feud with Undertaker. Are you telling me that he didn't win any of those? You just gave him a wasteland on the outside, but hey, maybe this is Wade Barrett's year. Maybe he'll beat Goldberg. You never know. I mean, you really don't. I mean, stranger things have happened, but 5 count Goldberg races into the ring with Wade Barrett following. And I guess it was confirmed that Wade Barrett is going to be in WWE 2K15 and Goldberg's not. So Goldberg, he has pretty much this year to make an impact. And if he doesn't, then I don't know what to tell him. That's his own fault. But yeah, I mean, Goldberg, he's 1-0 already. He's 100% right now. Wade Barrett he's not doing great, but I mean, he's been in a lot more matches than Goldberg. He's definitely a more seasoned competitor. He's been in the ring more times, but he's only got 3 more wins in him. But Wade Barrett covers him and just gets a 2 count. Goldberg isn't as dominant as he was against Jack Swagger, though. I think he's getting a little too cocky in this match, and you know, maybe he's letting Wade Barrett score a couple more points on him, but Barrett just kicks him straight in the gut, and I'm starving right now. I gotta get some food soon before I go to bed, but Goldberg just lifts and just drops Wade Barrett right on his back. I was gonna go for the pin. He thinks this is enough. 1, 2, just a 2 count for Goldberg, and Barrett's up. Barrett is like, he's about the same size as Goldberg, like height-wise, but you know, Goldberg's obviously bigger, and Wade Barrett hits a wasteland. This is insane. No, 1, 2, and oh my God. Wade Barrett, the 4-13 Wade Barrett just beat Goldberg. Oh my God. That was probably one of the biggest upsets in SG Gaming League history. I mean, no one saw that coming. I didn't see that coming at all. I mean, I just expected Goldberg to run through Wade Barrett and Wade Barrett would get buried, but oh my God, Wade Barrett, who is this guy this year? Nevertheless, it's time for our dark match of the evening. It's going to be R-Truth taking on Kofi Kingston. But honestly, you guys, I want to talk more about what just happened, what we just saw. I mean, that, not to break kayfabe or anything, but that really goes against my storyline a lot. Wow, I mean, anything can and will happen in SG Gaming League, and Wade Barrett just did a lot for his career right now. Right with that, he did a lot, I'm telling you. That was a big, big step. Kofi Kingston wins the match. Alright, you guys, it's time for our main event of the evening. It is going to be our World Champion Brock Lesnar taking on Sheamus. Now, this is a pay-per-view quality match happening on Raw, I think. I mean, we usually give Brock Lesnar, you know, semi-challenges, but he's never really been challenged before on Monday night. So, we're going to give him Sheamus. Sheamus is the main eventer. Sheamus is the guy that he's never really squared off with one-on-one. So, we're going to see what happens when our SG Gaming League champion, Brock Lesnar, takes on Sheamus, and Brock, he had to have been watching that match with Goldberg and Wade Barrett earlier, that insane match that, I mean, he's got to just see Goldberg as a complete joke right now, all talk, because Brock Lesnar, you know, I don't know if Goldberg's in Brock Lesnar's league anymore. I mean, we saw potential in him when he beat Jack Swagger, but I don't know. He's got to get back on his winning ways. He's got to beat some pretty high-profile guys if he wants to get back into it. But Brock Lesnar currently best record in SG Gaming League, 24-7. This guy is. That is insane. He currently has the longest winning streak in SG Gaming League history with a 6-match winning streak. A win over Sheamus tonight would give him a 7-match winning streak, which would be insane. First superstar ever to have 25 wins. And Sheamus perfectly at 11-11 right now. That is, that's right in the middle there. Right 500, 11-11. I don't know how you can get more specific than that. That just must have happened, complete coincidence. Sheamus is a former world champion, though. He won it after becoming Mr. Money in the Bank and cashing in on Batista at Over the Limit. Over the Limit's coming up, so maybe a big win over Brock Lesnar tonight, and it would be a huge win. It would be a second upset of the night. But, wouldn't be as much of an upset because he is still a main eventer. I mean, I'm giving Brock Lesnar a guy who I think could beat him tonight. I think Sheamus could win. I definitely think it's possible. Sheamus, he got a win over Triple H, a former 4-time champion. He was undisputed champion 3 times, and he was SG Gaming League champion once. Honestly, I think that Sheamus can do it tonight. He could definitely end Brock Lesnar's winning streak, and that would give him a definite shot over Brock, or a shot at Brock's title. Sheamus could potentially be a 2-time SG Gaming League champion if he beats Brock tonight, and he beats Brock at Over the Limit, then he becomes 2-time champion. And he would end Brock Lesnar's over 150-day title reign. That's the most in history, or the most longest world title reign in history. Not quite the longest title reign in history because of Kane, but he's less than 100 days from beating Kane and getting over 200 days, which would be absolutely insane. We haven't seen Kane in a while. Where's Kane been? We saw Kane like a couple weeks ago, but we got to see him more. Kane's good. Kane's a good guy. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Brock Lesnar, this guy is easily the best SG Gaming League competitor to ever step foot in a ring. That's an easy one. But, he's got to keep it up. And he's got to keep taking every challenge we give him. Over the Limit, big things have happened at Over the Limit in the past. That's one of our biggest pay-per-views. Always got big moments happening. That's where Kane lost his title. That's where Batista got cashed in on. He had the shortest reign of 11 minutes that has ever happened. Huge thing. We had those big Rikishi versus Mark Henry matches. It was Over the Limit's been good to us, and I don't think this year is going to be any different. I mean, it depends. This year we've got Ambrosios going Over the Limit, so that's a big one. That already makes it, but I don't know. I feel like Over the Limit's going to be a big shocker to us this year. We've got a lot of good competitors that can take on Brock, that can take on Ambrosios. We've got some good guys this year. I mean, Wade Barrett, he did just beat Goldberg, but I don't think he's ready for a world title shot again yet. I don't know. Maybe, I'll give him a match next week against a bigger, high-profile guy, and maybe if he wins that, then he's in line for a title shot. I don't know, honestly. We're gonna see. We really are. But Sheamus just knocks over Brock, and Brock has been he's been on the defense so far in this match. I mean, Brock usually just dominates his opponents, but for Sheamus today, he's had a little bit of a harder time, and for good reason. I mean, Sheamus, he's a good competitor. He's one of our main eventers, and one of our few former SG Gaming League champions. We have a select few of them, and they're prestigious. When you're an SG Gaming League champ, because we've only had in our 3 years of doing it, we've only had, let's count them. We have had, not counting Triple H because he was the debut champion, he lost in his first defense. We have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 champions since the very beginning of WWE 12. Counting Triple H, that's 6. But counting title changes, that's 7. But as far as champions, we've only had 6. 6 men can call themselves a former SG Gaming League champion. Let's just say that. And Brock Lesnar, obviously the most prestigious of all time, and I think he's going to continue to be the most prestigious of all time for years and years to come. I don't think anybody's ever going to beat Brock's record at this. That's a big one. That's a long time he's been just continuously winning and winning and winning. And my concern is that I don't know if they're gonna put Brock in WWE 2K15. I mean, I would love that if they did, but I mean, I think they should because he ended Undertaker's streak and he's facing John Cena at whatever's coming up for his title, but or SummerSlam, that's what it is. But yeah, I definitely think that Brock Lesnar deserves to be in the game, but I don't know. I guess they could put him in. They really could. And if they do, then that's awesome for me and bad for the rest of these guys. But Brock Lesnar looks like he's gonna hit the F5 on Sheamus. He just connects perfectly. Sheamus, I don't think he's ever felt one of those before, but I don't think he ever wants to again. 1, 2, and 3. Brock Lesnar continues he sets the record once again for longest winning streak, increasing it to 7. That's going to be really hard to beat. And first man to have 25 wins in SG Gaming League. What a competitor Brock Lesnar is. This guy's unstoppable, I'm telling you. Absolutely unstoppable. I don't even know who's gonna be able to beat him at Over the Limit. Who is? Who's gonna challenge him? But anyways, you guys, thank you for watching another episode of 2K14 Universe Mode. Boss Stands Tall is out.